Hi there, good evening. Time for a daily show. That is vocabulary on the run, word bank challenge, vocabulary empowerment. Okay, so all those out there, uh, a warm and loving namaste to you all. So I hope you're all there in my team. You've joined me in our drive to make our language richer, to adorn our language, to visual our language. Okay, so uh, before I launch into my drive, I'll just tell you who I am. I'm Vinita, a coach, a consultant, a designer on a mission to help all those who dream. Dream what? Dream to work, study, or migrate abroad. Now, if you want to implement this dream, you will need to write an English proficiency test. Now, English proficiency test is not just for this dream, it is for almost everything, every exam that you have to undertake in your life cycle, whether it is entrance exam or promotion exam. Okay, English has come to stay as a global language, as a computer language, a great binding language. Let me put it as that, a common thread that's binding people across the globe. And now it has come to be acknowledged as the American English, British English, Australian English, even Indian English has come to stay. Today I read a beautiful write-up by this one in the newspaper on how the Indian English has found its words into vocabulary, and many more knew this thing. So when billions of people are speaking this language, it comes to maybe have a weightage or occupy a space. So just don't worry about accents. Just know the right language, whether it's American, whether it's British, whether it's immaterial. Speak the right English, speak fun-filled English, creatively use the language. That's what matters. It doesn't matter at all whether you're using this accent or that. Just be natural, just be who you are. Okay, so I again begin my drive. So basically, I try and keep the international exams in mind when I bring the vocabulary here to you. But of course, it's going to help anyone out there, whether you're professional, working, non working, into business. We need language to communicate, we need language to make an impact, we need language to interact. Okay? The better, the richer, the more suitable for you, the more profitable for you. Okay? So here we are playing with the language. So now I'm on a series of taking one word and using it as different parts of speech. You see the beauty of language. I just love this part of it. When you go and try to pick up grammar or you learn grammar way, you will see that there are parts of speech. You all know the parts of speech, right? So each word that we use in English, this is the beauty. You can actually play it, use it like the pawns on the chess, the way you want. You can change their form. A word can become a noun. It can be used as a verb. It can be used as adjective. It can be used as an mm, even adverb. So, such is the beauty of language. You can actually play with it. So, today I have brought three words. So this week I'm going to continue this play with the words. We will take a word and use it as different parts of speech. And you will see the versatility of the language, the variegation of the language, how you can play with the words, how you can change them and make your language rich, more emphatic, more impactful. And believe me, it's fun. Okay, so as you see, I'm going to use, you can see the runner here, the banner here. We are going to take three words, communicate, decide, and create. And I'll share my screen. It becomes easier if you have the text in front. Are you all ready? Okay, here I go. So here is my text. Okay. So get ready. Okay. So, how fascinating it is to see how a single word can transform and adapt, serving as different parts of speech. The versatility not only enriches our vocabulary, but also deepens our understanding and connection with the language. So, engaging with words in this dynamic way brings variety to our communication, helps us become more proficient and creative language users out there. So, let's dive into this challenge together and discover the endless possibilities of the word usage. Now, the major word, root word today is going decide. Now, it's a very simple word. I'm sure you all have used it some time or the other. Now let's see how much we can play with it or tweak it and use it as different parts of speech. Number one, I'm going to take verb in all its form, the past, then verb as gerund, verb as infinitive, and then other parts of speech. So get ready. So word is decided. It is ed. So it's a verb in the past. So what is decided? When you make a choice or judgment about something. So now first sentence usage. They decided to go on a vacation next month. They decided. Okay. Next, she decided that it was time to change careers. Simple. Next, we go to decides. Now, this is the verb in the present tense. So, how do we use it? Decides, make a choice or judgment about something. Again, meaning doesn't change. The context will change. He decides what to cook for dinner every night. Now, this is the present tense because it's an ongoing. The most beautiful usage of verb is in the simple present tense. It actually is the best use. You have to learn to use this more often than not. So the jury decides the verdict after hearing the evidence. It's an ongoing procedure. Next, deciding. Now it is ing. But here, the verb is being used as a gerund. The act of making a choice or judgment about something. Deciding where to live can be a difficult process. Now you see, here the verb is acting as a gerund, not as the verb. So it changes its form. She's still deciding. So main verb in this sentence is, but still deciding. Deciding here is being used as a gerund between the two job offers. Then is decision. Now this decision word is a noun. Decision, what is it? It's an abstract noun. The choice or judgment made after consideration. The board made a decision to expand the company. So they made a decision. It's a noun, it's naming something. This decision to return to school was well thought out. Again, it's acting as a noun. So I'm giving you two usages so that you get very clear about it. Next is the decisive used as an adjective. So how is it being used as an, you're able to make decisions quickly, effectively, having a clear and definite outcome. So I'm using it as an adjective now. She is a decisive leader who takes action promptly. So what kind of a leader? A decisive leader. And she knows how to take decisions quickly and effectively. The battle was a decisive victory for the Allied forces. Okay, I remember using this a lot in history when you learn these wars and all. Okay. Next is the decisively. So when you add ly, it becomes adverb. So in a manner that settles an issue convincingly or produces a definite result. He acted decisively to prevent the crisis. The company moved decisively to secure its position in the market. So decisively, how did it move? Decisively, with a firmness. It brings it. The very word you speak, it brings that firmness in its wake. Next is infinitive. Again, it's the form of the verb. To decide, to make a choice or judgment about something. He needs to decide which college to attend. They were unable to decide what to do next. So when you add the word to this word, it becomes an infinitive. Now we go to another word. Second word is communicate. And it is fun, believe me, I enjoyed doing this. Okay, I hope you're there with your notebook and a pen and you're taking it down. In case you miss something, in case you think I am fast, I'll give you the link of my YouTube channel where you'll find all this text there. You can take it down from there. But yes, do work on this and your language will become more engaging. Next is communicated, the past tense. Transmitted or exchanged information or news. She communicated her ideas clearly during the meeting. Get it? Past tense. The results were communicated to the team promptly. Now we come to the present tense. And what will we do? We'll shed the D, we'll add the S. Transmits or engages information or news. He communicates effectively with his colleague. The system communicates data between devices in real time. Okay, especially when you're doing any international exam, particularly I'm referring to IELTS. You're supposed to paraphrase. You're supposed to change the word. As much as possible, we won't copy the same words. So we are trying to show our language proficiency. So you have to take the word and use it differently in a different manner. So even this way, if you change it, be at least better than using the same word again and again. Some words don't have synonyms. I will take that also. After I finish this, though it is unending, after doing few more rounds of this, I shall be going to that and I'll tell you how synonyms may not be always accurate. And you have to think twice before interpolating any word for anything. We'll come to that. Next, we go to the verb as a gerund now. Gerund, again, it will be ing. Okay. The act of transmitting or exchanging information or news. They are communicating through video calls. They are is the verb, communicating through video calls. Communicating complex concepts can be challenging. So you see in this are communicating, this is a present continuous tense. But when I put it here in the beginning, communicating complex concepts can be challenging, where I'm making this word as the subject of the sentence. Here it becomes a gerund. Now, communication as a noun. The act or process of transmitting or exchanging information or news. Good communication is the key to successful relationship. It's an abstract noun. The study focused on improving communication within the organization. Next is we make it an adjective, and a communication word becomes communicative. So that means the person can talk, the person can interact, willing or able to communicate, involving communication. She's very communicative and enjoys sharing ideas. A communicative approach can resolve conflicts. So you see how just by playing with the word a little, we change the entire scenario. And here it's becoming an adjective adding to the quality of a person. She's very communicative, or a communicative approach. What kind of approach? Where you really talk out, tell, and communicate, interact. It can help resolve conflicts. Next is communicator. Again, it's a noun. A person who conveys information or ideas effectively. So here is a concrete noun. That was an abstract noun. He's a skilled communicator who can engage. A communicator would be a common noun. Okay. He's a skilled communicator who can engage any audience. As a communicator, she excels in public speaking and writing. You see? Okay. Next is to communicate. Now, this is verb as an infinitive. When you add the word to a verb, it becomes infinitive. Okay. And it will be little acting little differently as a verb. The function will change. To transmit or exchange information or news. It's important to communicate your needs clearly. It is important. Verb is. They decided to communicate their concerns directly to the manager. The last word of the day. Let me see if we have time. Okay, just let me check if we have time. Okay, it's 14 minutes. I think I'll take the third word tomorrow. Okay, so I will stop sharing here. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to exceed 15 words. Okay, 15 minutes. So we have done so many words with one, so many words with the other. You practice them. So step by step, drop by drop, makes the difference. Let's not rush into it. Okay, it's a long call, so we will take it not more than 16 minutes. My deadline is always 15 minutes. So once again, tell you. So what we are doing is now in this series, we are tackling each word as different parts of speech, and I'm giving you the meaning, how the meaning changes, and how the usage changes. So I have brought two usages of each change as a part of speech. Okay, so try and dwell on it, and believe me, your not just your grammar, even your handling of the word will change. You will connect more with that same word. I kept telling you, you have to make friendship with the words. So when you deal it with all perspectives, all scenarios, you fiddle with it, naturally that word will become part of you. Okay, so this is a very deep way of embedding the word to your jargon, to your lingua franca, to your language. Make it part of your language. So when you use the language this way, it just flows, and then the entire impact changes. So when you're practicing or on the spree to learn English, this could be another interesting way to add fluency to your language. Okay, so I'll just remind you, I shall be putting the ebook link of IELTS, which I have composed to give you a proper context of the IELTS exam. Do click it, make it yours, and change inside outside. That's my tagline. So when you have to take any exam, any challenge, the change is not just outward. Knowledge alone will not help you. It's the mindset. So you have to have that winner's mindset. Oh, I can do it. It's doable. It's nothing different. So many have done it. I can do it as well as others, maybe better than others. So that zeal will make you prod on, and you'll have never say die spirit, and you will work harder. And you need to work harder. Nothing compensates hard work. But yes, make it smart work, because we are living in 2024, the age of technology, age of AI. Okay. So, anyway, so with this, I end my show today. All the best to your language learning. More power to you. Go on learning. It's fun to learn. I'll see you again on the same platform, perhaps the same time or half an hour earlier.